We tell stories, and our story is international student education. G'day and welcome to the final episode of our 7-part series, Discover the Excellence of Studying and Living in Melbourne, Australia. And the final episode, boy, we've got some fun news for you today. This International Student Life, really pleased to be able to let you know about a very fun activity that has been organised for the 4th of October 2023. So if you're an international student in Melbourne, why don't you join Study Melbourne on October the 4th 2023 for the amazing race in Melbourne. That's right, a scavenger hunt for international students. As part of Study Melbourne's Everyday Heroes series, this scavenger hunt, this event is all about having fun, solving clues, but above all, discovering Melbourne's hotspots and meeting fellow international students. It's your ultimate initiation into life in Melbourne. There'll be free food and prizes to be won also. Tickets are free, but as you might expect, these tickets are very limited. You've got to book online now. We'll Study Melbourne. They'll see you soon. A link to book your ticket is below in the description. And don't go away, because we're going to come right back with far more details about this event. G'day, welcome back to this live presentation of this International Student Life. It's the final episode in our Spotlight series, shining a spotlight on discovering the excellence of living and studying in Melbourne, Australia. And today we've got details for you about the amazing race being held in Melbourne, Australia. And the amazing race, what is it? Well, it's simple. It's a scavenger hunt, a fun way for international students to discover Melbourne, meet other international students, and of course win free prizes. There's also going to be free food. Now, you want to make sure to be part of this free event. Well, we've got a link below in the description to book your free ticket. There's a link there below. Now, this is taking place on the 4th of October 2023, and it's going to be held between 11 o'clock in the morning, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. In Melbourne. Free food and drinks and exciting prizes to be won. So let's look through a few more of the details. And organised by Study Melbourne, who had a welcome event for international students. There's been 2 of them this year, in February and July, at the iconic Queen Victoria Market. So the date and time, as we said, for the scavenger hunt for international students in Melbourne, Australia, for Everyday Heroes. This event being held on the 4th of October 2023 between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. in the afternoon. And you can start the location for this event starts at the Study Melbourne Hub, 17 Hardware Lane, Melbourne, Victoria, 3000. And there's a map to the location for the Study Melbourne Hub. It's in the middle of the CBD. And this event, what are some of the other details? Let's go through them. So what's it all about, the scavenger hunt? Well, it's the amazing race. It's a version of the amazing race. It's going to go for 2 hours. If you're an international student based in Melbourne and you're living and studying here, and maybe you're also new, well, get ready to explore Melbourne like it's never been done before. It's going to be an action-packed day of solving clues, discovering Melbourne's hotspots, and meeting fellow international students. That is your ultimate initiation into life in Melbourne. Now, what can you expect? Well, you're going to navigate Melbourne's iconic destinations from the State Library of Victoria to Aboriginal cultural sites. You'll crack clues, complete tasks, in a team that is, and that will take you around some of the most iconic locations that Melbourne has to offer. You'll meet new friends, team up with other international students and work together to conquer the race, the challenge of the race. There's prizes to be won. And the winning team will secure $50 worth of vouchers for exciting Melbourne experiences. Sounds pretty good to us. Now, as we said, there'll be free food, free refreshments, and when you finish the race, you can wind down at the Study Melbourne HUD and chat to your fellow contestants and share your experiences over a well-earned lunch for all participants at the end of the event. Now, the only way you can take part in this is to register your attendance now. Now, because tickets are free, of course, spaces are going to be limited. So there's a link below in the description. Make sure that you register today. And once again, that's on the 4th of October, 2023. So if you're interested in being part of a free event in Victoria, if you're interested in things to do in Melbourne, Australia, or you're interested in games in Melbourne or Melbourne family and education games, international students, attractions in Melbourne and international education, this scavenger hunt is sure to be some sort of experience for you to learn all about Melbourne and discover it with new friends. Now, this event is organised by Insider Guides. It's the International Student Guide to Australia, and it's those guides are providing everything international students need to know about studying in Australia. And it's also part of Study Melbourne's free activities for students in Melbourne, Australia. So this has been episode 7, the final episode in our Spotlight series, Discover the Excellence of Studying and Living in Melbourne, Australia. So we really hope you've enjoyed that. And beyond the Melbourne is widely recognised as the capital of the education state. So why don't you join the ranks of international students who have made Melbourne their home and embark on your own transformative educational journey filled with knowledge, growth and lifelong connections. This International Student Life is brought to you by Wise Words Media. We're based in Melbourne, Australia. Wise Words Media is an honest broker of information about international student education in Australia. What does that mean, honest broker? Well, we are transparent, we're authentic and we're genuine. And how do you know that we're an honest broker? Well, Wise Words Media doesn't accept any funding or any payments from any government body or any university. We are truly independent, and Wise Words Media, we cannot wait to welcome more new international students arriving for the beginning of their studies in Melbourne, Australia, and we know you'll enjoy studying and living here. And we'd encourage you to share these resources because they're free. Share them with your friends, your parents and other international students. And this part episode series has been part of our Spotlight series. It's for international students studying and living in Melbourne, Australia. And we provide this content so you can gain more out of your experience as an international student here in Melbourne, Australia. It's your free guide to free events and free activities. It's all designed especially for you. That's all we've got time for today. We really appreciate you listening. Thanks for watching as well, and thanks for being part of our global audience. But before we go, please like this live stream episode, leave a comment below, join the conversation. In fact, why don't you start one? Start a conversation, leave us your feedback. We'd love to hear what you've got to say about your experiences as an international student here in Melbourne, Australia. But above all, make sure you subscribe because these are the best ways to help us grow our audience. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and we'll chat to you soon. And have fun on your scavenger hunt.